Welcome back to Snippet Coder, and we are back with another video. In this video we will going to learn how to monetize Flutter application using AdMob. This video is based on Flutter 2.0 latest package of Google AdMob. So this is the application, and there is a new feature that is we can also show the ads in our inline content of our application, like now we are using in our list view, and you can also see in the bottom banner also. So now if I click on any of the row, you can see the pop-up ads also. So here the pop-up ads are coming. So before starting the video, if you are new to our channel, subscribe the channel by clicking on the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notified about our latest videos. Thank you. So first of all, we have to go to the website, that is admob.google.com, and there we have to log in or we have to sign up according to your requirement. Like if you are already a member of the AdMob, you can sign in to that application. Else if you are just applying for the AdMob, you can click on the sign up, and after that you can log in with your Gmail account. After login, you have to click on the add new app, and from there you have to select a platform. So we are selecting here Android platform, and here you have to tell them that is this app is already in the Play Store or not. So we are clicking on the no. From here we have to put the app name, and we are putting here test Flutter app. Then we will click on the add app, and here it is saying that you have successfully added a test Flutter app. So now we will click on the done button. So here we are getting the dashboard. So now we will click on the app settings, and from here you have to save that app ID, and you have to copy this app ID. Then we will click on the add units, and from here you have to click on the get started. So here we are getting the multiple format. So then we have a banner, then we have a pop-up ads, then we have a rewards ads, then we have a native advanced apps, then we have an app open beta version. So we are selecting here banner ad. So here we have to put the name of that unit name. We are putting here test banner ad. Then we will click on that create ad unit. So here that ad unit has been successfully created. So now we have to copy this values that will be used in our application. So now we will click on the done button. So if we want to create more ad, we can also create from by clicking on that ad account. So this is the plugin which we are going to use in our application, Flutter application, that is Google Mobile Ads, and this is new package that is introduced in the Flutter 2.0, and we are going to use that in our application. So we require Flutter 1.22.0 or higher, and for the Android Studio 3.2 or higher. For target Android API level we require 19 or higher, and for the compile SDK version we have to set it to 28. And for the iOS also we require the Xcode with the latest version, and here in the iOS we have to add in our info.plist, that is key and a string, and the key is GAD application identifier, and here we have to put that app unit ID which we have copied from our AdMob account. And same we have to update in our android.manifest also, and the manifest application we have to add that metadata, and here we have to pass Android name, that is com.google.android.gsm.ads.application_id, and value we have to pass the same. And then we have to do the Flutter code and all. So let's move to the Flutter application now. So first of all we have to add the package here, and we will copy paste this package name, Google_mobile_ads, and the version we are using is 0.11.0 plus 1 version code, that is. So now we have to modify our Android manifest file also, and for that we will go to the Android folder, then we will click on the app folder, then we will click here the source folder, and from here we have to click on the main folder. Then we are getting here Android manifest.xml, and from here we have to copy paste this line. We have to copy paste this line. from the package and we have to paste here. So now here we have to put the app unit ID that we have to copy from the AdMob site. So for the testing we have to use the test account. For that we have to go to this URL. So for the testing we have to use this sample ID that is mentioned in the package, and we have to copy this and we have to paste here. So now we will create one utility file here in our Flutter code, and we click on the lib folder, and from here we will add AdMob underscore service dot file, and from here we will create one class file, class AdMob service. So here we have to create one variable that is static string get banner add unit ID, and here we will check if the platform is Android. Then we have to use this ID, else we have to use another ID, because in the AdMob we have to create a separate app for Android or iOS. So on the basis of that we have to put the IDs here. So we are using here test IDs, so we will copy from here. If you see here this URL, that is developer.google.com AdMob Android test ads, and from here you can get the test sample IDs. So I am copying this ID and pasting here. Same we have to put for that iOS also. So now we are just testing on the Android, we will put the same ID here. So now we will create one method here, static initialize, and here we will check if mobile ads dot instance is equal to null. Then we will call this ads mobile ads dot instance dot initialize. So we are checking here if that instance is equal to null, then only we are calling that initialize. Then we will create one more function here, that is static banner ad, which will be a return type of banner ad, and name it as a create banner ad. And here we are creating the object here, banner ad is equal to new of banner ad, and here we will pass the add unit ID, and we are taking it from that banner add unit variable. Then we have the size here, so size will be depend whichever size we want to show here. So for the testing we are using here banner, and also we can use here large banner also based on the size of the screen or size of the portion where you want to show the ad. And then we have the request here, and we have to create one object for add request here. And then we have the listener here, and we have to create a listener here, add listener, and the first listener is on ad open. There are multiple type of ad listener here. First one is a on ad loaded, then we have a on ad failed to load, then we have a on ad open, then we have a on ad close, then we have a on application exists. So if we have any requirement, like on the basis of if the ad is loaded, then on the basis of we have to do some other operation, we can do here that handling and all. And here we have the on ad close, and we are passing the variable as a ad, and we are just printing here ad loaded. Then we have a on ad failed to load, then we have a add variable, then we have here load ad error, and here what we have to do, we have to dispose that function, that variable, that is banner ad variable. On if the ad is getting failed to load, then we have to dispose that ad. add.dispose. Then we have a onAdd open. We are not doing any handling here for any onAdd open or onAdd close, so we are just printing here add open. Then we have a onAdd close. This one is onAdd loaded, and this one is onAdd closed. Then from here we have to return the add. So now we will go to the main.dart file, and from here we have to pass visit flutter binding dot ensure initialize. Then from here we have to call addmob service dot initialize, and here we have to remove the unnecessary code here, and the title we are giving here flutter addmob, and this home page we will remove it, and we will create one file for the home page. And here we will make it as a stateful visit. And from here, instead of doing the container, we will change it to scaffold visit, and here we have the app bar, and the title we are using here flutter addmob. Then we are using elevation 0, and here in the bottom navigation bar we are showing the add here. For that we have to create one container here, and the height we are using here 50. Then for the child we are using here add visit, and this is a new visit which is introduced in this plugin and which we can use anywhere in the Flutter. Then we have to pass the key here, and we are using a unique key. Then we have the add here, and here we have to pass addmob service dot create banner add dot load. Then we have the background here, and we are using a colors dot gray color. $200. Then we have the body here, and we are showing a center visit. Then here child we are using a text Google addmob, and here we will change it to home page. So now we will run the application to see our banner ad is coming or not. So now here you can see ad is coming in the bottom of the screen. So I am doing testing on the live device, real device, because sometimes that is not working properly in the emulator. Ads are not showing in the emulator sometime. So that's why we are doing the testing on the real device. So now let's move to the tutorial, and we will now integrate that ad in our list view, and we will show how we can show the multiple ads in our list view. So now we will create the list view here, and for that we have to put the variable here, and here we will have list type of strings, all rows, and we will create here override void initialize state. Then here we have super dot initialize state. Then here we are all rows is equal to none initialize with our empty array. Then we will put here loop, for loop integer I is equal to 1, I is less than equal to 20, then we have I plus plus. Now here we are just adding in our array dot add, and we are putting here row and just passing here value I. And here in the body we will replace it with our list view dot builder, and here we have the item builder context, and here the index, and here we have the item counts, and we are putting here all row dot length, and here we are returning here list tile, and for the title we are passing it text visit. Then we have the all row, and here we are passing the index here to string, and here we have the icon here, and we are using an icon button. And then we have the icon, and we have to pass here icons dot arrow row right. Then we have the on press event here that we will cover later on. So now let's run the application to see the list is coming of 20 rows or not, and from here we will run the application. So now here you can see the list of 20 rows are coming here. So here we have to just show the adds after every fifth row. So for doing that we have to do the modification in the code. So before doing that we will also disable this bottom adds also, so that we can show adds in between the rows. So here we will comment this code. So now the bottom add is not coming. So now we will modify this code, and here we will create one more variable, list type of object item list, and here we have item list is equal to list from, and we will just assign our all rows here. Then we will put here loop, for loop integer type of I is equal to item list dot length -5, because we have to show add after every fifth row. Then we have I is more than equal to 1. Then we have here I -5. Then here inside the loop we will insert item list dot insert, and here we will put the I, that is index. Then here we have to pass add mob service dot create banner dot load. So what it will do, we are just putting here loop, that is for adding our add visit after every fifth row. So for that we are inserting that create banner add object inside our item list. So now we will do the handling here also in our list view, and here we have to pass here add automatic keep alive true, which will make our object alive. Then here we will check if item list, and here we have the index here is string, then we will show this one. Else here we will create the container, add container is equal to container, then here we have the alignment here, and we are using here alignment dot center. Then we have the child here, and we are using here add visit, and the key we are using here unique key. Then we have the add here, and we have to pass here item list and the index. And then we will check it and we will cast it as a banner ad. And from here we will return our container, add container, and here in the item count we will change it to item list, and here also in the title we have to change it to item list. So now let's run the application. So here the application is loaded but the data is not coming. I think there is some issue in the loop. Let me check there. So here the issue. So this one should be I minus equal to 5. So let me save here. So here one more thing we are missing here. So here we have to put the height also. The height we are using here 50. Now let's stop it and let's rerun the application. So now the application has been loaded. So now you can see here after every fifth row we are getting here ads. So now we are getting the banner ad inside of a row. So now let's do the last part of the video, that is showing the pop-up ad. So for that we have to do the modification here. So we have to go to the add mob service, and from here we have to add one variable here, and here we will put static string get iOS intersectional add units ID, and here we are checking the same way platform is Android, then we are showing this, else we are showing other. So this one also we have to copy from that test app unit from the same URL, and here we will copy it and we will paste here. So right now we are doing testing on the Android, so we are just putting the same key but it will be different for both, for the Android or iOS, because we have to create a separate app in the AdMob for the Android or iPhone. So now here we have to create one function here, static intersectional add, and we will create here create intersectional add, and we will return from here. In the add unit we will pass here iOS, the variable which we have created now. Then we have the request here, and we are using a add request. Then we have the listener here. Before that we have to create one variable here. Static So now here in the listener I'm just copy pasting. So here in the on add close, we have to call this dot dispose, and same here we have to do. So here we will create one more function here, static void show add, and here we will dispose this. Whenever this function is called, we will dispose this and make it null here, and we will check here if it is object is not nullable. Then here we will check if it is null. Then we will call this function create, and here we will load it. So what we are doing here, we are just, whenever this function will be called, this function will be called from our list view, and we will first dispose it. If there is any other add which is running on, then we will make it as a null. Then we are checking here if it is null, then we are creating the add here and we are just loading it. So now we have to call this from here. In the on press, we have to call this addmob service dot show add. So now let's run the application to see is it working or not. So here the application is running. So now let's click on the arrow. So add is not coming. I think we miss out something. So now let's see the code. So yeah, here in that on add loaded, so we have to show the add also, pop-up add also. For that we have to put the code here. So we have to call here show. So now let's stop the application and rerun the application. So now the application is reloaded. So now let's click on the arrow. So now you can see here pop-up add is coming. So now if I click on another row, so here also pop-up add is coming. So that's all in this video. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share. I will come back soon with more videos. Thank you.